Let's talk.
Giles Brown.
Now, on Fridays, we always take you to different places. It's always a travel feature on a Friday, and I have been looking forward to speaking about this place because it is some. I have an itching. It's Friday, but I have a sort of a sneaking desire to go to the Balkans. Many would want me to go straight away. As overcrowding continues to impact major European cities, 55% of travellers are saying they are seeking niche locations. Well, Vilnius in Lithuania is becoming one of the hottest places, if you will pardon the expression, to go there. And that's Booking.com's travel predictions will put it even higher up the chart. I'm delighted to say that joining me live from Vilnius is Gintare, and here we go. And I'm going to get this surname wrong, so ladies and gentlemen, please forgive me, but I'm going to have a go. Kavaliunaite, is that almost close?
Yes, that's correct. Thank you, and hi everybody.
Good morning. So, are you actually in Vilnius this morning? Is that where we find you?
Yes, I'm in Vilnius this morning, yes.
And so tell me a little bit about, because you've got a campaign going at the moment called Go Vilnius, which is, for those who don't know, whose geography and history about this proud independent nation is, just explain a little bit about where we are and a little history of the nation.
Yes, so Vilnius is the capital city of Lithuania, which is the biggest of the Baltic states. There are 3 tiny Baltic states next to the Baltic Sea. And Vilnius is actually more than 700 years old city. That's been through different historical moments. And it's growing very fast in terms of GDP, economy, population, and it's become the biggest city in the Baltics. It's still. We feel it's not yet discovered destination by a lot of Europeans.
Yeah, because if you say Baltic states or whatever, they go, oh yeah, Estonia, Tallinn, everybody goes there because that became the big one, and nobody sort of talks about. And then there's Latvia, but Lithuania is a gem. And you see, my thing is, I'm a history guy. I love my history. So of course Vilnius has got such. I mean, it was part of an empire. It had a proud history. It was involved in Europe, Central Europe. It's people think, oh, well, it's the former, can I say that? Can I say those 2 words? It was the former Soviet Union. And therefore nothing happened there. It's got an amazing history.
Yes, Lithuania and Vilnius were part of Soviet Union for 50 years, but 36 years have passed since then.
Wow.
And so almost the same amount of time, yeah. And before that, it does have a long history. It's been a capital city of the Grand Duchy of Lithuania.
Yeah.
And one of the most important cities of the Republic of Poland we used to have kings living in Vilnius, and it was a very important city. Before it became a part of the Russian Empire for a while, and then Soviet Empire, and now it's a capital city of the free, independent Lithuania.
And one of the things about it is that it's beautiful. It is one of those because whilst other places, for example, Warsaw, got torn apart by war, etc., the Baltic states, to a large extent, were kind of untouched, and that means they've got a charm that you would almost. It's almost like you could say it's a little bit like Prague, except it's not so full of tourists at the moment.
Yeah, that's a good comparison, I think. Vilnius has a UNESCO-listed old town, which is the biggest old town in Central and Eastern Europe. And it has really narrow streets, and you can feel the atmosphere of the medieval times, when people were doing crafts there is a glass quarter, there is like a meat quarter, and And you can still feel this atmosphere, very historic in the old town, which is very walkable as well.
There's a glass quarter. Now, that doesn't mean the buildings are made out of... so glass blowing... Because I've been, if you say glass to me, I think of Murano, because I've been to Venice and the glass blowing there, it's a thing. But I didn't realise that glass blowing was a thing in Vilnius.
Yeah, so there was a location in the old town where the guild of people working with glass was established, and it was called the Glass Quarter, and it's still called the Glass Quarter. So you can see some history, although we don't have actively working glass blowers at the moment.
Yeah.
But you can learn about the histories, because there used to be a lot of guilds of different crafts in the old town, and that's an important part of the history.
So looking at why you've got this promotion, because I think it sort of sells itself. But why did you decide to A, have this promotion, go Vilnius, and B, it's really interesting how people. There's been a move away from, I mentioned Venice, I mentioned Prague. Those are beautiful locations, but the problem is, like Barcelona in Spain, there are too many people going at one time. And therefore, the experience that you get in these popular destinations is diluted, is limited. So this is is this one of the reasons that you decided to say, hi, we're over here. If you like history, if you like great food, if you like medieval quarters, if you like friendly people with, obviously, a lot of them speak very good English, then this is a destination for you.
Yes. So all the things that you mentioned, as well as, cool summer weather, right, and kind of Nordic long summer nights, which, some decades before, we never thought that we would be happy about having cool summer weather. But now we notice that we're getting more and more travelers from the south in the summer who are saying this is such a nice way to cool down because of the heat. So Vilnius, we feel that it deserves to be more known. It deserves to be discovered by more people from Europe. It's kind of because the Baltic states are a bit small countries and they're not very well known. It's not been discovered properly yet. So, and what it has to offer, yes, it's not only the cool summer weather in the summer, but we also, at the moment, we have white winter, so we have 4 seasons.
Fairy tale, basically, yeah?
Yeah. So, now you can go skiing and skating on the lakes, and in the summer you can go swimming in the clean lakes. So the nature, it really is a powerful thing here. Vilnius is almost half of the territory is green, so It's lakes and forests. So you can, so it has something very special to offer, I think. So
in the summer you can go swimming in the lakes. You can go cycling, presumably, because you've reinvented the city. So there's lots of cycle paths, and so you can enjoy the outside world.
Yeah. So last year, Vilnius was the green capital of Europe, and that was a big push for all the green initiatives. And one of them is the cycle paths, which have more than 150 kilometers at the moment. And there is really traffic jams of cyclists in the summertime. So you can also cycle a lot. And you can also, what we are happy about is the improving train connections. Yeah. You can take a train from Europe. There is a line from Warsaw to Vilnius, and also from Tallinn or Riga to Vilnius. So that's a sustainable way to travel as well. How
long does the train take, say, from Warsaw or Krakow then or let's say from Warsaw to Vilnius then?
So Warsaw to Vilnius is about 8 hours.
Right.
It's not very fast. There are plans to make them faster, we hope, in the near future. But it's beautiful scenery, so yeah.
And I suppose otherwise you can fly, if you were to fly, and if you're coming from Spain, because obviously we're Spain's largest English language radio station, but you'd fly to, presumably you could fly to, there are direct flight, not direct flights, but there'd be flights to Warsaw or flights to, where would we, what's the major sort of international hub, as it were, or does Vilnius have an airport close to it that we could use?
so Vilnius has an international airport which is really close to the city center, and it does have direct connections to Spain as well. So there's no problem to fly in. And you can get into the city like in 15 minutes. So that's very convenient as well.
Here's the thing. How big, what's the population of the city?
It's 600,000 people.
Wow! So that's again, because I always prefer Brussels, for example, to Paris, because Brussels is walkable and there's less people. So in the same way, if you want to enjoy Central European hospitality and architecture, it's Vilnius is walkable and not so many people.
Yes, it is, and it's very spacious, and you don't get queues to the museums or to restaurants. Like we have 4 Michelin-starred restaurants, and you can book the table without any problems. So I think there is some kind of Nordic way of how spacious it is. Yeah.
So you mentioned the magic words Michelin-star restaurants. What is the gastronomy? What is the eating and drinking scene in Vilnius?
Yeah, so the Michelin-starred restaurants is something that we have been proud of because we just got them 2 years ago. So that's quite a new recognition for the Lithuanian fine dining chefs, which are most of them are really young and innovative, and they're combining the local products with the modern kitchen. But of course, we have a big beer scene. You can get craft beer with a fried bread, which is a very popular snack here.
Okay.
And also traditional food is kind of, it has a lot of vegetables, potatoes. And there is one thing trending, that's pink soup. That's refreshing soup for the summertime. And Vilnius even has a Vilnius Pink Soup Festival in the beginning of the summer season.
Now, you see, I'm based in Andalusia, which is the south of Spain, and we have our gazpacho, which is our cold pink soup as well. So pretty much the same thing.
Yes, we actually, for people who don't know, we are saying this is gazpacho, but with kefir and beetroot.
Okay. Oh, right. Well, I have to come and try. We could do a sampling. We could do a sampling. You mentioned festivals. Now, there's a lot going on, and I just missed, because I was thinking of coming to see you guys, and I just missed. Is it the Festival of Lights or the Festival of? There's a festival in January, isn't there?
Yes, there is a annual Festival of Lights in January, around the 25th of January, which is the Vilnius birthday. So that's like a perfect time for Light Festival because we have really short days and a long, dark evenings. And they are, the perfect time to light up the old town. So that just happened a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Also, sorry.
Yeah, so there's the cultural life is actually very active. So we have music festivals. We have actually street music festival in May, where just people can go out and play music. It's a very lively day. And in the beginning of March, we have the spring kind of traditional spring fair, which has been happening many hundreds of years. So that's like kind of the first weekend of spring is the city is overtaken by local craftsmen, and you can buy wooden spoons and a lot of things for your gardening and things like that.
What's the art scene there? I mean, are there a lot of galleries? Because you seem to think when you have countries that maybe haven't had the best political regime for a long time. I know we've been 37 years, and so this is now second generation because it just shows how old I am. But there are, I mean, when a city gets reinvented, as we have been in Malaga, for example, we've seen lots of theatres, we've seen lots of art galleries, we've seen lots of sort of coffee houses springing up. What's the art scene? And I know that you have a coffee scene because I'm a coffee addict. So tell me about either the art scene or the coffee scene.
Yeah, we have really good coffee houses, so you should come and try. I can give you a recommendation, but there is not one or two, but many.
Yeah.
And for the art scene, yes, it's been a good time, I think, because we have the galleries have been growing, and we have like a couple private museums which have been opened lately, which show the Lithuanian modern art, and also they do a lot of international collaborations. So one of the places that I would recommend is Mo Museum, and that means kind of modern art museum of Vilnius, and they do now in April they're opening an exhibition by Gen Z artists from the Central Europe. So there's a lot to see.
Now here's the thing, because I hadn't thought about this as a survey, but I mean, a lot of my friends, like 10 years ago when they had the young children, they used to book themselves into really lovely hotels and stuff. And I used to say, oh, what, you're going to go have this hotel because you like the facilities and it's got a spa? And they said, no, Giles, we've got kids and they're going to stay with their grandparents. We just want somewhere we can get a really good night's sleep. And Vilnius came out with a survey that said you get the best sleep in Europe.
Yeah, that's a nice title. We were called the sleep capital of Europe.
Okay.
By one company which rated, the quality of air, the noise, and all those things. We came out the best. And I think that's true, that Vilnius does have a lot of kind of calmness to offer. And all this combination that the city is not crowded, it's not noisy, there is a lot of, air, and there is a lot of nature.
Yeah.
That makes a nice combination. And we have, nice hotels where you can get a good night's sleep.
You see, here's the thing. I just had an idea, because you have pink soup, so that's gazpacho, basically. You have your pink soup, You like getting out in the fresh air, in the campo, in the naturaleza, as we call it here, You like sleep. Obviously Spain's greatest invention is the siesta, the mild mid-afternoon. The only thing that doesn't make you Spanish is that it's quiet, except when it's a festival. So because here in Spain, obviously, we're in but so a Spanish person, or somebody who lives in Spain, could kind of feel at home there, because people are generally friendly as well, as opposed to maybe, your Eastern neighbours. They tend to be an awful lot more friendly in the Baltic states.
There's a lot of connection. I think that's really nice, what you mentioned. And people are really, I would say, relaxed and friendly. Maybe they're not as open as the, Spanish people, because with the Southerners we have more open and more communication. We are a little bit Nordic people, but so it might take a little time, but when people open up, they are really friendly.
And also it's a safe city. It ranks really highly in not only that. I'm not saying you're going to go around a corner and somebody's going to grab your iPhone, but also the drinking water, for example. I mean, silly things like that. The air pollution, the drinking water. It ranks really highly on the safety charts.
Yes. So the kind of the public spaces are really safe and clean, and that's an interesting thing that's kind of. It's not so easy to keep that for some of the European big cities. So people really can relax here. And, if you leave your iPhone in the park, you really have a big chance to find it. There is nobody is. I don't remember of anybody pickpocketing lately. In the last couple of decades.
Is it a city? Is it a place that starts early and closes early, or is there a nighttime? I mean, because obviously a lot of places. I mean, again, I remember being in Venice and being shocked because because nobody lives in Venice really in the major areas. They have to because it's too expensive, and so by 8 o'clock in the evening, everything was shut. Vilnius presumably. Do you get up early because of the weather? Do you like your sleep so you don't get up till 10? What's the sort of like the hours, if you like, in the city?
Yeah, I would say that's really connected to the, of course, lifestyle and season. Like I have my daughter is going to school, so I have to get up early to take her to school, obviously. But when the springtime comes and the evenings become longer, then the nightlife becomes really lively and everybody's out in the streets. And there is a lot of live music and nightclubs. We even have a Vilnius night office who is working. It's a part of the municipality, and they are working with to make there's more room for live musicians and things like that, so that the night culture would be more quality than just drinking alcohol or something.
You have a night culture department.
Yeah, we do.
That is a dream job. I see these beautiful men and women in long dark cloaks, saying, "Welcome to we are in charge of the night."
Yeah. Well, it's a lot about working with musicians and culture people, and I think they're doing some really amazing work.
Okay. So what would you... any time of year is great too, depending on what you want. If you want to have... as a romantic destination, because we have Valentine's coming up, come on, Vilnius is going to be somewhere... not many people would think about, but think about it. There'll be snow. It's a medieval city. There are great hotels, good food. It's a pretty good. Everything is walkable. It's if you want to spend some quality time in a bedroom, maybe not having so much sleep, then Vilnius is obviously quite a good Valentine's bed as well.
Yeah, it's a great destination for Valentine's Day because yes, it does have good hotels and good restaurants, as well as nice places for spa and, for example, sauna.
Yeah.
And you can go to sauna in the river and kind of go out in the snow after a hot sauna. So that's also some nice experience that help you really relax and
Of course. It's that Nordic sort of Northern European tradition of everybody has a spa and a sauna and then goes and throws themselves in the snow.
Yes, it's just like you have in Finland and in Estonia as well.
Yeah.
That's a really good way to deal with the cold winter,
So we're now at the end. We're coming into February. We're in the sort of first 2 weeks of February. What is coming up then? So what are the major things that the attractions with spring coming up and summer? Are there some big festivals coming up? Just tell me what people should be looking forward to in Vilnius.
Yeah. So one of the things I would recommend is the one I mentioned. In the beginning of March, we have a Kazuka's fair. Kazuka's fair, that's a traditional crafts fair. And it takes place on March 6 to 8. So it's all the old town covered with the crafts, and you can dance to folk music and all these kind of things. And then later the next highlight would be the Vilnius Pink Soup Fest, I think. That's at the end of May, so May 29th to May 31st. So that's a really crazy event, and if you like to dress up, because there is a pink costume competition for people dressing up in the topic of pink soup. There is a pink slide. There is a race of waiters, carrying the soup.
Yeah.
And it's a really a weekend full of fun. And then I would say that the Vilnius people then really behave like the southern Spanish people, because everybody's going crazy.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to book me in for the Pink Soup Fest. I think this is good. What I love about my job is I do these interviews and I speak to people and I never know what topics we're going to cover. And I didn't think we'd be talking pink soup, but hey, it's wonderful. Look, I could talk to you probably until the middle of Friday about this, but there is a website, isn't there? Because you're obviously promoting Vilnius. So where is the first place they should go to find out all about Vilnius, all about the great deals, all about the pink soup? Where can people go? Where can people go to find out more information?
It would be govilnius.lt.
Yeah.
That's our website. And you can also find us on the social media by Go Vilnius. We have a really fun Instagram and Facebook. So govilnius.lt.
Right, govilnius.lt to find out all about that, or the pink soup, or romantic weekends, and I just checked, by the way, the travel connections are really, from our Scandinavian listeners, you'll know this already, but from Copenhagen, etc., Sweden, it's very, very easy to get over there as well. Govilnius.lt.
LT.
GoVilnius.lt. We've been speaking to Gintare at Go Vilnius. It's been absolutely fabulous. I can't wait to go to Vilnius. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.